to the Spider's Web, and before we carry on with our next session of the gameplay, I'm just going to show you all the cards and how things are shaping up at the moment. So first of all, Quinn. Oh, excuse me. He has an item treasure, which is a belt of storm giant strength, and use when your hero hits an adjacent monster with an attack and the attack deals 2 damage. He's poisoned, he's got 2 hit points, and his powers are, first of all, at will power is Righteous Advance. Attack 1 adjacent monster, hit or miss 1 hero on your tile, moves 2 squares. He also has, if you remember, the Cleric Shield, but at the moment Heskin has that to give him 16 armor class. The next one we have is Cause Fear. Choose a tile within 1 tile of you. Each ally on that tile adjacent to a monster can make an at-will attack with a +2 bonus to the attack roll. After the attacks, place each monster remaining on a tile within 2 tiles of you. The next one we have is Astral Refuge. Use this power at the start of any villain phase. Choose 1 hero within 2 tiles of you. Remove that hero from the tile. At the start of the player's next hero phase, that player places the hero on any tile. And finally we have Healing Him. Use this power during your hero phase. You and 1 other hero on your tile regains 2 hit points. And he doesn't have any monsters. Oh, excuse me. Next we have Heskin, who at the moment is unconscious. He has control of the Spider Swarm. He also has the Cleric's at will power, which I've just shown you, and these 2 are cards that have been used, which are the Hurled Breath and the Spider Mask. The next we have is at will powers. Hypnotism. Choose a monster within 1 tile of you, move that monster 1 tile. If it ends adjacent to another monster, make an attack against the second monster. We have Ray of Frost. Attack 1 monster on your tile or on any tile within 2 tiles of you with a +7 attack. We have Flaming Sphere. Sorry, that should have gone on there. They're the Flaming Sphere tokens. And you place these in a stack on any square within 1 tile of you. Instead of moving during your hero phase, you can move the Flaming Sphere stack 1 tile. At the end of your hero phase, you can remove 1 Flaming Sphere token and deal 1 damage to each monster on that tile. Hey, I should have used that. I hadn't realised I picked it, to be honest. Next, we've got Mirror Image. Place 3 mirror image tokens on your hero card. For each mirror image token on your hero card you gain +2 AC. So I'm going to get those out. I haven't got those out. We have Vistra, who is currently in control of the Drider, the Goblin Snare Trap and a Scrimshaw Charm, which allows her to re-roll a dice. She has 1 hit point on her. She has the Charge ability, or Charge power, which is move your speed, then attack 1 adjacent monster. She has Sure Strike, attack 1 adjacent monster. She has Comeback Strike, attack 1 adjacent monster. If you hit, you regain 2 hit points. If you miss, do not flip the card over. She has 2 arms. Use when a monster is placed on a tile. You and the hero on your tile can move your speed. And Dwarven Resilience. Use this power during your hero phase. Instead of moving, you regain 4 hit points. We have Drizzt, who has control of the Goblin Archer. He has a tunnel map item. Place the top tile of the dungeon. Place the top tile of the dungeon tile stack next to any unexplored edge. Place a new monster on the tile. You do not draw an encounter card during your next villain phase. If the tile is specified by the adventure, follow the instructions for revealing that instead of placing a new monster. Well, it's not, so don't matter, not in this scenario now. He also has the Wand of Acid Arrows item, which we've seen already. Attack one monster within 1 tile of your hero. It's a +5 attack and causes 2 damage. And he also, at the moment, it has Fallen Through the Cracks. So remove a hero from play at the start of your next hero phase. Place your hero on any square of the start tile. When your hero is out of play, you do not draw encounter cards for any reason. I'm assuming that's each character, not just him, but I'm not sure. So here he is, he's on his card waiting to be brought back. He's poisoned, and Gwyn is with him as well. Next, Icing Death. Attack one adjacent monster. If you're on 18 or higher on this die, this attack deals +1 damage. Inspirational Strike. Attack one adjacent monster. Each other hero within 1 tile of you. Your hero can use an at-will attack power. Last Blood. Instead of attacking, place your stance token on this card. You can move your stance token from this card at the start of any villain phase. If you do, move your hero up to his or her speed, and that hero can use an at-will attack power. The figurine of Gwyn, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce these. Place the figure adjacent to your hero, find the ally card and place it with the rest of the monster cards you control. And she activates first in step 3 of your villain phase. And she also has Twinkle. Sorry, he also has Twinkle. Attack one adjacent monster, then place your stance token on this card. You can remove your stance token from this card when an adjacent monster hits your hero. If you do, reduce the damage from that attack by 1. And finally we have Keyleth, or Keyleth. First off, she has the Scrimshaw Charm, which she's used, and she has the Brooch of Shielding. Used when your hero takes damage, reduce the damage by 1. She's poisoned and has 5 hit points out of a total of 8. So she's only got 3 to go. And then she's got Valiant Strike. Attack one adjacent monster. When making the attack, you get a +1 bonus to attack for each monster adjacent to your hero. Choose one monster. Oh, this is Divine Challenge, sorry. Choose one monster within 1 tile of you. Place that monster adjacent to your hero. Attack one adjacent monster. She has Lay on Hands. One adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. She has Virtue's Touch. Choose one adjacent hero and 1 condition on that hero. And she has Irking Smite. Attack 1 or 2 adjacent monsters. Okay, so that's all the cards and everything that we'll be using at the moment. So when we come back, as far as I know, there's nothing I really need to correct from the last game or from the last video. So it's just a case of carrying on and see how we go. So, and we're back shortly with the gameplay. Okay, so it's Keyleth's turn, and thanks to, again, Andrew Bremner, we have agreements with myself and him on what we're going to try and do. Is first of all using Valiant Strike, and it's +1 bonus for each monster adjacent to your hero. From adjacent to 2, so that +8 attack goes up to +10. So I want at least 6 and we get 11. Guess what? The Drider has been deaded. And a treasure card is drawn. And that treasure is Flask of Oil. Use instead of attacking, choose a tile, one tile away from your hero. Attack each monster on that tile with an attack of +4. So who can have that? Oh, let's think. Well, Heskin doesn't have any treasure, so let's pass it to Heskin. Okay, next. She's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to use this. Lay on hands. One adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. I'm going to use that on Heskin, obviously. So Heskin now stands up, and he gets 2 hit points regained, so he now has 4 hit points. And another thing as well, earlier when I showed you the cards, I was looking through the tokens for the mirror image, and I found one for the Cleric Shield, so I've put that on his card and taken the Cleric Shield card back. Okay, so that's Keyleth's turn, or Keyleth's hero turn, hero phase done. She's not doing any exploring, but Drizzt's cards say while your hero is out of play, you do not draw an encounter card for any reason. So obviously we don't draw an encounter card. So that's that done. Next, well, we don't have any monsters for Keyleth, so it's just a case now we're getting up to Quinn. So where's Quinn? He's up there at the top. Let's see what he can do. Right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not. No, I'm not to change my mind. I want to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go there. And there's no fighting to be done. What I'm going to do is turn over a cavern tile. And the cavern tile is a secret cave. It's a white arrow. So all we draw as a monster. Mind you, all we'll be drawing anyway is a monster. And we have the Drow Wizard. The Drow Wizard. It says on here, the Drow Wizard teleports to the tile with the most heroes, then attacks each hero on the tile with a blast of fire. Well, there isn't a tile with the most heroes because there's only one hero on each tile. So, what can we do there then? It says with the most heroes, there isn't any heroes, or there isn't a tile with the most heroes on, so I assume he does nothing. Curious. What do we do? Well, it doesn't give an option. It says the most heroes. There's only, I said, there isn't a tile with the most heroes, so that's it. End of story. Oops, one thing I did forget to do is pop a hit point token on Queen because he's poisoned. But what I will do now is, it's the end of his turn, so let's roll to see if he can roll above 10 to remove the poison. And he gets 20, so he's not poisoned anymore. Belting. And Heskin. Okay, so he stood up. And he's in charge of a Goblin Archer. I'm going to use Ray of Frost. Attack one monster on your tile or on any tile within 2 tiles of you. So it's going to go for this Goblin Archer. So it's +7. And the Goblin Archer has a armour class of 12. So I need at least 5. And we get 8. Things are beginning to look up. So we get the Goblin Archer in our experience pile. We can have that back. And now he's going to move. And he's got a speed of 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to come up there. I want to try and get them all near each other. And the Goblin Archer comes off. Next is Vistra. And she has a speed of 5. And Vistra is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right next to the Goblin Archer. Oops, sorry you didn't see that. She was stood there, she's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now she's going to attack the Goblin Archer with Short Strike. What the hell is +11? Anything I roll is going to hit, but she's got a 12. That Goblin Archer has gone, and we'll remove that. So we are now systematically going through this like a hot knife through butter. Now, the fall through the cracks of Drizzt. Remove your hero from play at the start of your next hero phase. Place your hero on any square of the start tile. Okay, so any square of the start tile, which is these two. I don't want to risk that, so I'm going to put him there. I'm going to give him 1 hit point because he's poisoned. So that's 1 hit point. 1 blurred hit point, but it's a hit point. And let's see what I can do. Okay, I'm going to use Twinkle. Attack 1 adjacent monster, then place your stance token on this card. You can move your stance token from this card when an adjacent monster hits your hero. If you do, reduce the damage from the attack by 1. Okay, so I'm going to use that. And he's got speed of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a +6 attack. Where's the Drow Wizard? Wants 16, so I need at least 10. So, what did I say? I need at least 10. 2. Just when I thought my dice rolling was getting better. Oh well, never mind. However, now we start to take in the encounter cards because he's now back on the board. So we didn't reveal the new tile, so it's an encounter card, and we have style attack each hero. Tell you what, let's not attack each hero. Let's give in 5 experience points not to attack each hero. We've had enough aggro. Don't you think? So we're not going to do that, but what I am going to do is to roll and see if Drizzt can overcome his poisoned effect. So we want at least 10, and we get 9, so he's still poisoned. And now, after quite a successful round, we're back once again to Keyleth's turn. So once again, it's over to you. What is she going to do? So let's have one last look at the layout of the board. So we have Keyleth here, the spider swarm quite close. We have Heskin, Vistra, Quinn, Drizzt, and the Drow Wizard. We also have the Goblin Snare, Keyleth has 5 hit points taken off her, so she's taken 5 hit points, so she only has 3 left. She has the Brooch of Shielding, so that she can reduce damage by 1 when she's attacked. And I'm going to pull down again and set the cards out just so you can see exactly what she's got. We're down to 4 power cards and 1 item. So the first power card is Valiant Strike. Attack 1 adjacent monster. When making this attack, you get a +1 bonus to attack for each monster adjacent to your hero. Next we have Divine Challenge. Oops. Choose 1 monster within 1 tile of you, place that monster adjacent to your hero and attack 1 adjacent monster. We have the Brooch of Shielding. When she's attacked, you can use that to reduce the damage by 1. We have Virtue's Touch. Choose 1 adjacent hero and 1 condition on that hero. And she has Arcing Smite. Attack 1 or 2 adjacent monsters with a +9 attack. And it causes 3 damage. So that's Keyleth's cards. So let's see what you think we should do. Okay, until next time, take care, God bless, and bye for now.